Hello and good evening. Good morning to all of you on this Q&A session. So, to all my students, so if you have any questions, you can start asking. And after that, as I have told you that we will have a small session on how you can take photographs or how you have to take photographs of your artwork. So I will just teach you that. It will be very short. But before that, if you have any questions, you have the time to ask me right now.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello, good morning. Who's there?
Good morning. This is Swaratmika.
Okay, yes.
Yes, I have actually two questions. One was related to the sharpener, which I think I felt many of us were having difficulty in getting those angles correctly. So, how do we approach this sort of figures?
Okay, so basically you are asking about sharpening the pencil, right?
No, no, no. The
Okay.
sharpener drawing that we had to do,
Okay, okay,
the
yes.
angles were not coming correctly.
Okay. So first of all, let me just have that image. Okay, I have drawn that. Just open that. All right. So this is my file, from starting to right now, whatever kind of work I have done. So this, I have kept that drawing. Okay. So here we have that drawing, right? So mostly, uh, I have found that where you are getting problems. Yesterday also I have told to one student that, his backline slant vertical line was incorrect. So he was having issues over here, right? If you observe his drawing, if you see his drawing, I will share it the on the screen as well. So okay, so I hope you can see the screen. All right. So here you can see he has corrected this area, but before when he had submitted, you can see the angle. This line was very cross slant. Okay. So mostly you are facing issues in perspective. Okay. So if you see my drawing, here this line is straight. But in this case, if you see his drawing, it is slant. Okay, it is diagonal. So this thing where he was having issue, but almost the other drawing was correct. Other than this, everything was perfect, right? So I will just share with you some information about perspective drawing. So basically we have uh, three kind of perspective. We have more than that also, but the most important are three types. The first one is 1 point perspective. The second one is 2 point perspective, and the third one is 3 point perspective. Okay. So in the 1 point perspective, how you can do is, let me just, for example, this is our eye line. For example, you are standing over here. Okay, this is your eye. So when you look straight, that is called eye level. Okay, that is called as eye level. When you look straight, you can say the angle between floor and your vision. Okay, so that side is that. eye level is parallel to your floor level, okay, ground level, your ground. So when you look straight, this is called eye level. Whether you are sitting, whether you are standing, it doesn't matter. But when you are looking straight, that is the eye level. So whatever kind of object is present on the eye level, right? So you will be able to either see its front side if it is present in the center. If that object is present in the center, for example, I am having a square. Okay, there is a square box, right? And I will show you live also. So, for example, you are watching it right now from here. Okay, so as you can see, it is present. It is there straight to your eye level. So, what you are able to see, you are just able to see its front side, right? But as soon as I change its position above your eye level, like this, and now it has gone above your eye level. So how many sides you are able to see? Two sides, front as well as bottom side. Okay. So when an object goes above your eye level, like this. Okay. So you will be able to see two sides of that object or even three sides also. Okay. But here we have the example of two side. Okay. This is the front one and this is the downside, right? Like this kind of view. Now, when that object is present above your eye level as well as on the sideways, like this or this, okay, either left side or right side. So at that time, you will be able to see three of its sides, maximum three sides you can see. When in 1 point perspective drawing. Okay, so whatever I'm sharing you right now is 1 point perspective. So what is that 1 point? This point that you can see that I have drawn. Okay, so this point is called vanishing point. Okay, what it is called? It is called vanishing point. Means uh, why we call it as vanishing point? Because it's an imaginary point. It is not present in real life. Okay, this is not that kind of point which you can see in real life, but you have to assume or you have to observe that. Okay, you can feel that. You cannot see in real life. You can just feel it. So let me just share with you some example also. 1 point perspective. Okay, so let me know if you can see the screen I have shared with you. Yes, are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are the examples of 1 point perspective. And the most basic one I can share with you right now is this one. Okay, so for example, if you are sitting in your home, okay, and if you see these things, right? If you are sitting like this and if you observe your room, and when you see this kind of lines, okay, when you see this kind of drawing, when you see this kind of thing, so this is basically a 1 point perspective. Okay, when you extend your floor line, these side lines you can see, when you extend your uh, whatever objects are present in your room, when you extend these lines, you will see that you will feel that they are meeting at 1 point, right? If you extend this frame line, this drawing line, this artwork line, or whether it's a window, when you extend this line, all this line you will feel that they're meeting at a point. So that point is called vanishing point. Okay, and here we have only one vanishing point. Why? Because these lines that you can see, the lines that are parallel, we do not count that because they do not meet at any point. Why? Because they are parallel. That's why if you extend them to the infinity also, they will not meet because they are parallel. Okay? That's why they will not have any kind of vanishing point. Only these lines will have vanishing point, which are, uh, when you extend them, you will feel that they will coincide at a point. So this is the example of 1 point perspective. In 2 point perspective, you will have two vanishing points. Okay? You will have two vanishing points like this kind of drawings. Okay? So here, all right. So here, when you extend these lines that you can see, okay. Uh, Let me just draw over here. So in 2 point perspective, we take 2 points, 1 and 2. And then we will draw a line that is on eye level. Okay. So this is our eye level. Here we have 2 points. For example, if my object is over here, above my eye level. Okay. This is my eye level. For example, if my object is above eye level. So how you draw it? I will draw a straight line. Then what I will do, I will join these 2 points to both the vanishing points, okay, on both the sides. So here what happens, you are able to see this side also, both the sides left and right, as well as you will be able to see its bottom side. When it is above, you will see bottom side, and when it is below, you will see upper side. Okay. So next, how you have to proceed, you have to just see that what's the length of the side faces, how much width it is having, right? That you have to see. For example, it is a building. So its width will be this much from sideways. And simply you will join this point with this one and this point with this one. Okay. So this kind of drawing you will get, this kind of object or angles or sides you will be getting in 2 point perspective, right? So basically why we practice this perspective drawing, 1 point perspective, 2 point perspective or 3 point perspective. We practice this in order to learn that what kind of view, what kind of angle we will get, right? What kind of lines we will get. So mostly, students do not have the knowledge about perspective. That's why they make mistakes, mostly in, this kind of lines and angles, all these things. Okay, some of you will draw this line very small and this line very big. So that will create a mistake. Same way, one of you have drawn this line slant way. No, it will be straight. Okay, this line will be straight because height line of the object is always straight. That will not change. This and this will be parallel to each other. Got it? Now, for 3 point perspective, in 3 point perspective, we have two different kind of views. Okay, in 3 point perspective, we have two different kind of views. One is bird eye view and second one is ant eye view. Okay, one is bird eye view and the second one is ant eye view. Okay, so basically what it is, bird eye view, it is a view in which you feel, like you are a bird. You are above everything. Means you are watching that view from the angle where the bird are flying. Okay, from that angle. So that kind of view you will have. And ant eye view, you will feel like you are very small um uh, in front of that object. You are very small like an ant. So let me just show you the example of that also. 3-point perspective. Got it? So here on the screen that you can see mostly this kind of view. Okay, so this is the bird eye view. Like if you are in a helicopter or if you are top of the building, you will see this kind of view. Okay, so this is called bird eye view. And when you are on the ground floor, on the floor, okay, on the ground of the building or on the road, and when you are standing near to a skyscraper or very tall buildings, so at that time you see these kind of views. Got it? So this is called ant eye view. And this kind of structure is made up of 3 points. Okay, it is made with 3 points. And how it is done? So first of all, we will have 2 points on the eye level, 1 and 2. Okay, and then you have to see that what kind of drawing you have to make. You have to make a bird eye view drawing or ant eye view drawing. Okay, so if you want to make a bird eye view, then you have to take point below your eye level. Okay, here. If you want to make a bird eye view drawing, so your third point will be below. And if you want to make ant eye view, your third point will be above. So this thing you have to remember. Okay. So for example, if you want to make ant eye view drawing, so you can take your third point anywhere, but make sure that it should be between these 2 points. Okay, between these 2 points in this area. So anywhere you can take your third point. For example, I'm taking over here my third point, right? Next, what you have to do is you have to just draw a straight line first. Got it? Then we will join this. Okay. Next. Now here it is, the thing that you have to focus is, if you remember in 2 point perspective, these side lines that I have drawn straight. Okay, I have drawn straight parallel to each other. They were straight. Okay, that's why we will not get any point when we extend these two lines. Okay, if we extend these two lines to the infinity also, they will not meet at any point. They will always remain same, right? Otherwise, if I have drawn them slant or little bit tilted, they will meet at one point, and that will be not our 2 point perspective anymore. Okay, that will become 3 point. So remember that in 2 point perspective, your height, okay, your height will always be a straight line. Means those lines will not intersect each other. They will be always parallel. Okay, but whereas in 3 point perspective, your height will be intersecting at a point. Okay, here you will not draw parallel lines like this. Here you will draw your height, means the side lines you will draw, which will be meeting at your third point. Here you have to make use of third point. So this is a small difference that you have to keep in mind. In 2 point perspective, your side lines or your height of the object will have straight lines, right? That's why here you have to keep this line straight, all this line. Got it? And now this 3 point perspective, your height will also, join at one point, that is your third point. So you will have, for example, uh, my actual third point is over here. Okay, don't count this as your third point. Count it normal only. Means up to this height you want to draw the building. Okay, don't count this as your third point. count it this as your third point. Okay, first, second, and third one. This is your third point perspective. Third point. So now here the straight lines or the height that you will draw. Okay, the side lines that you will draw will not draw parallel. Okay, like this. How you will draw? You will make use of this point, and you will just see that what is the width in the bottom. For example, it is this much broad or this much broad. You just have to see that. And when you make this line, you have to make use of this third point. For example, this direction it is having the width of this much. And again, make use of this point. So you will get this kind of view, right? So this is your 3-point perspective. Now, for example, if your object is below over here, and you take your third point over here, right? So how you will do? First, you will join this point like this with this. So one thing I will just tell you that don't get confused that why I'm not using third point to join this. As I've told you, you will just use third point when you draw the sidelines, when you draw the height of the sidelines, okay? Don't join your first point with third directly. Make sure that you don't make this mistake. Otherwise, you will directly join first and third, second and third, okay? Don't do like that. You join your third point with the sidelines that you are going to draw. Now, for example, my width is this much. So now I will join my sidelines with this third point. Okay, and from this direction, the width is this much. Got it? And simply again, so this is the perspective, this is the object that you get, this is the angle that you are going to get. Okay, so just do practice of these things, you will understand it more. So I hope you have understood the difference between 3 point, 2 point, and 1 point. Again, I will repeat. In 1 point, minimum you will be able to see one side. Okay, minimum you will be able to see one side when it is in the center, right? So, for example, this object is in the center. You will just see one side. When it is above your eye level, you will see two sides. Plus, when it is above your eye level and either on left or right, you will see maximum three sides, right? Front, sideways, and bottom. Got it? Now, for 2 point perspective, you will see minimum two sides. Okay, you will see minimum two sides. Here, you will not see minimum one side because if you see one side, then again it will be 1 point. Okay, so minimum when you see two sides, that will be your 2 point perspective. Okay, and here also, if you imagine, if you extend this line, imagine, and if you extend these side lines, you feel that they will meet at a point, right? By extend these lines, you will feel that they will meet at a point. So this is your 1 point on this direction. This is your second point, right? So this becomes your 2 point perspective. Got it? Now, same way, if I keep it like this, if I take it above your eye level, one, two, three sides. So here also maximum three sides you can see and minimum two sides. Okay, minimum two, maximum three. Whatever direction you keep it, maximum three sides you will be able to see. All right, and 3 point perspective, I have already explained you that there are two different kind of views. This is your ant eye view. So in ant eye view, the third point is above. Okay, in ant eye view, the third point is above, and in bird eye view, your third point is below. So you just have to do opposite. Ant means above. Okay, ant is present on the ground, but the point will be above. And bird flies in the sky, but the point will be below. So these things you have to just keep in mind. So I hope you have understood with this drawing as well as perspective, 1 point perspective, 2 point and 3 point perspectives.
Thank you, sir. But just one question I have with respect to
Yes.
that sharpener, what is the perspective that you would use?
Okay, so here you just try to first of all observe the drawing, right? So if you first count these lines, they will not meet at any point because they are parallel, right? They are straight. But when you see these lines, you will see that they will meet at a point over here, somewhere over here. Okay? And same way you have to see these lines also. So you have to break it down. So let's just try that. These lines and this one. Okay? Now these straight lines. So definitely they will not meet at any point. Got it? And if you see here, the height is more and the height is less, right? So when the height is less here, this indicates that this is getting smaller and smaller. Okay, so somewhere this is going to meet. So we will get 1 point somewhere over here. Okay. Sometimes it's impossible to draw on the paper also. So, but you can feel that, right? You can see, you can feel that they will meet at 1 point. Okay. So your 1 point will be over here. Now again, you have to see that what kind of shape over here you are getting. Is it, these lines are getting smaller in this direction or they are going parallel? So here also we'll feel that they are getting smaller. So you will have 1 point somewhere over here. So this is going to be a 2 point perspective drawing, right? So basically it will be, if I draw over here in small size, your 1 point over here. If you make use of uh, this line, you start drawing from here. Okay, here you just have to first, again, you have to break this. It will not be here. We take it here. All right. So what I'm observing is that in small paper, it's not possible. Okay, because when I'm taking these points closer to each other, okay, it's not possible. So your vanishing point will go out of the paper. That will be out of this paper. They will not be on this paper. So Definitely, it will be 2 point perspective, one for this line and the another one for this line that you can see, right? They are coinciding at one point when you extend them. Okay, so it will be 2 point perspective because on the paper it's not possible to draw them. They will go out of the paper. So there are some can say no. There will be some kind of uh, situation where your points will be out of the paper. Okay, your vanishing points will go out of the paper, outside the paper. They will not be on the paper. You can just do it roughly. You can try to break it down in the form of box. So here, if you see, you are able to see the top side and two down sides. Okay, means left and right. That means this object is below your eye level. Okay, so here are these 2 points that I have found out. Okay, this one and this one. So drawing will be something like this. Let me just draw it. You can construct it in this way. It's not somewhere over here. Okay, still some kind of you know changes you have to do, but the points will be somewhere over here. That's for sure. Okay, these 2 points will be somewhere over here. That's 100% sure. So I hope you have understood where are these 2 points. One point will be for this line and another point will be for this line. Got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Because again, when I'm drawing small, it's not possible. It will go out of the paper. So any another question if you have, you can ask the students as well. No doubt. Okay, so now as I can see, okay, now you can unmute yourself.
हाय सर, गुड मॉर्निंग।
Good morning.
सर मुझे ये पूछना था, जो लास्ट सेशन में आपने बोला था जो ग्रिड्स बनाने हैं और
Yes.
ग्रिड्स बना करके वो ड्राइंग बनाना है, तो उसमें ग्रिड्स मैंने बनाए थे, बट एक्चुअली जो एप्लीकेशन है वो ऑटोमेटिक खुद ही डिसाइड कर लेता है, वो पिक लेकर के ग्रिड्स डिसाइड कर लेते हैं। जो मैं मेजर कर रही हूँ 10x14, वो नहीं कर पा रही हूँ मैं। वो ऐसे कैसे, मतलब 10x14 मैं नहीं बना पा रही, तो
Okay,
फिर
so
कैसे
कौन सा
होगा?
एप्लीकेशन आप यूज कर रहे हो?
सर आपने बताया था जो ग्रिड का।
एंड्रॉइड डिवाइस के लिए?
जी जी।
ओके, सो उसमें पहले आपको थोड़ा बहुत करना पड़ेगा। लेट मी जस्ट शो यू। ऑटोमेटिकली तो वो ऐसे नहीं होगा। ओके, सो द एप्लीकेशन वाज ड्राइंग ग्रिड मेकर, राइट?
जी या
जस्ट अ सेकंड। ओके, सो हियर आई हैव दैट एप्लीकेशन। यहाँ से मैं ओपन करूंगा एंड मेरा जो रेफरेंस इमेज है उसको मैं ओपन कर लेता हूँ। ओके, जस्ट अ सेकंड। फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज माय रेफरेंस इमेज। तो हमें चाहिए था 14x10, राइट? सो पहले हमें क्या करना है, यहाँ पे टाइप कर देना नंबर ऑफ रोज कितने थे, 14, एंड कॉलम्स 10। ओके, वो करने के बाद अभी हमें पता नहीं कि ये एग्जैक्टली स्क्वायर है कि रेक्टेंगल है, सो सिंपली हम एस क्यू कर लेंगे एंड यू कैन सी जस्ट हल्का सा वो एडजस्ट करता है, क्योंकि फिर वो जो ये रेक्टेंगल होते हैं उसको स्क्वायर में कन्वर्ट करता है। ठीक है, सो इसके हिसाब से बहुत ही हल्का सा वो चेंज हो जाएगा। ओके, बट उसके बाद अगर आप काउंट करोगे तो ये ऑलमोस्ट जो आपने टाइप किया था 14x10 वो ही रहेगा, राइट? सो यहाँ पे हम इसको काउंट कर रहे थे, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10। ठीक है, 10 कॉलम्स थे and rows 14, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14। That's it. तो पहले आपको यहाँ पे ये टाइप कर देने हैं जो रोज एंड कॉलम्स थे, फिर उसके बाद आपको एस क्यू क्लिक करना है। सो आई होप आपको ये अभी समझ आ गया है।
यस सर।
क्योंकि ये एडजस्टमेंट क्यों होता है, ये जो इमेज है आपका अगर आप देखोगे तो वो थोड़ा सा चेंज हो रहा है। क्यों? क्योंकि ये जो इमेज है उसकी साइज हमें पता नहीं है। ठीक है, मीन्स ये जो ओवरऑल जो इमेज की साइज है वो हमें पता नहीं कितनी है। बट यहाँ पे हम क्या कर रहे हैं कि हम हमारे पेज के हिसाब से इसको चेंज कर रहे हैं, सो ये इमेज भी अपने आप उसको एडजस्ट कर लेगा। सो थोड़ा सा वो साइड से कट जाएगा या फिर कुछ एडजस्टमेंट होगा। सो वो आपको चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है। वो आप ड्राइंग करोगे तो सेम टू सेम वैसा ही बनेगा। सो पहले आपको जो रोज एंड कॉलम्स है वो लिख देना है, फिर एसक्यू का ऑप्शन है वो सिलेक्ट करना है, एंड डायरेक्टली अगर आप कलर इमेज को ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट करना चाहते हो तो पीडब्ल्यू, राइट?
या ओके सर। Thank you.
Good
Okay.
morning. Can see, I had a doubt on this stuff when you were
I'm getting your audio very low. Can you just
one minute,
increase it?
were teaching us on this third point and like deciding on this third point and the second point and all. I had
Okay.
a doubt. See if it will apply to all these parallel lines or straight lines.
No,
How
they
do
will not apply to parallel lines.
I mean not parallel lines? I mean that is why I corrected myself. Straight lines.
Okay, okay, yes.
So if we have an object like a ball or something which is circular or some oval object like an egg or something,
Yes.
how do
Okay.
we decide on this type of points? Because there, anyway, we'll have two or three sides on it, which we'll have
Right.
to think of.
See, first of all, I will just say that if possible, do not always rely on this thing that I will draw these points and then I will construct it. Okay. So maximum you have to try to increase your observational power. Okay. Because every time you are not going to make points, draw lines, right? If you want to uh, save your time, right, you have to use your observational skill and directly you can do it.
Correct.
Okay. So
Correct.
mostly if we have those kind of circular object, there we will have directly a sphere. Circle is a shape and 3D form of it is sphere. Okay,
Yeah.
so for sphere, it's not that if it is present in any angle, you will be able to see it differently. No, only the size will change. Okay, if it's far from you, it will be small. If it's close to you, it will be big. So for sphere or circle, I don't think you have to worry much. Only the size will change. But there are some objects with circular shape plus straight lines like cylinder. Okay,
Okay.
so for cylinder, how we can do it? It is at 2 points over here, and you have some object present over here. So you just the shape. Mostly here also, 2 point we will not use. We will use 1 point only. So you can just draw the straight line like this, the side lines, and you get the
Yeah.
shape line.
Got it.
Okay, because it's not possible in two side. If you again draw like this, you will not see a side like this. So it's impossible. You just mostly have 1 point in this kind of object. Let me just share with you on screen as well. Uh, Cylindrical perspectives. All right, so here I have on screen, and you can see if you have any other examples, how it looks. Okay, so we have one example like this. Okay, so on 2 point perspective, you will be able to see this kind of drawing. Okay, this is the example of 2 point perspective with a cylinder. So here what he has actually done, he has first drawn this rectangle box, and within that rectangle he has just cut it, just drawn the circles and this shape. So that's why I'm telling you that if possible, just work with your observations, because you will get confused again and again when every time you will try to do it with the help of perspective, means these lines and all that stuff. So if possible, just improve your observation, because that will be more easy.
Suppose we are trying to draw some a superstructure, a building. So the
Right,
building will have a superstructure, and inside that we'll have many other smaller structures like a window or a base or
right.
whatever, or some ornamental stuff. So each and every object we will see in a different perspective, and accordingly we will draw. Isn't that right? So
Yeah, just see for smaller objects, up to the extent, up to which extent you can make use of perspective, you can make, like for windows, you can make use of those vanishing points. But for minor objects that are present inside that, okay, and
Right.
again, there also you have to see that from which angle you are seeing that object. If you are seeing it outside the building, if you are standing on a road, and then if you are seeing, this everything, then it will be more complicated, right?
Yeah.
So up to the windows and doors, you can make use of perspectives, and beyond that it is just your observation. You just have to see that, how much you are able to observe and what kind of angles you are able to see, what kind of lines you are able to see here, as I have told you for windows and doors. Okay, if I show you this, here you can see, right? Let me just open it in a new tab. Right here you can see for windows also he has used these lines. Okay, he has used these points. So for windows also you can use these vanishing points.
So, is it that for all these structures we'll have to use these vanishing points? Only then we will get the perfect ratio, or we can look at some kind of a protractor or something and use the same with the reference image.
Okay, so here see, if you want to get accuracy and all that stuff, see, particularly you have to see that for what you are working on. If you are working for some industrial work, or architectural work, so there you have all this stuff. But we are on the art side, painting side, sketching side, drawing side, so it is a different field completely. So if you are working for any architectural work, there you have to use all these tools. But for us, for artists, when we are painting, when we are making paintings, landscape, so there we don't have to use these all these tools. Okay, there we have to make use of our freehand drawings, our observation.
Okay.
So different field has different kind of perspective, different kind of ways to do it. But for us, this is not that much important to use all those tools for small, small things. You just have to make use of your skills, and that's it. Okay.
Fine, fine, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ranjita, you are asking, my question is about last session, why I'm unable to get pencil textures like you are drawing. It is very dark always. Okay, so which drawing you are talking about? Can you just let me know exactly which drawing? I do not remember it because I don't know. I have taken last sessions so many. Are you talking about this one? Are you talking about this drawing? Yes. Okay. So in this, which textures you are not getting? Beard. You're talking about beard texture. See, first of all, again, it is depending upon how much experience you have, how much uh, practice you have done. Okay. So there are few factors or reasons due to which you might not have got it. So one of them is that whether you are using a sharp pencil or not. Okay. If you are using a sharp pencil, then uh, the beard-like effect that you will get. See, for example, if I'm using this blunt pencil, okay, you can see it's not that much sharp. So up to some extent, I will get the hair-like effect. But there will be, there will come one point where it will become thick, okay, and I will lose that sharpness, that hair-like effect. So first of all, you have to always try that you use a sharp pencil. Whether you are using 2B, 6B also, 10B also, just try to make it dark. Try to use it sharp one, sorry. Okay? Because sharp pencil will give you proper hair-like effect. And again, you have to do these things slowly. It is not that uh, you will do it anyhow in speed. You have to give it a proper time. That's why I always say that patience is very important. Okay, you have to do very slowly. Why I have shown you this slightly, in a speed, because I have to cover this. I have to actually show you the complete process. There, that's why I have done it slightly fast. But you have to take your own time. You have to do it very slowly and try to get that effect. And one more thing, you have to try to see that in whatever area you are shading, what's the quantity of the hair. It is not dark everywhere. You have to leave some space for white hairs also. Okay, you have to leave some space for white hairs also. So that what happens when you leave space with eraser, you can easily erase and get that white hair effect. Okay, because if everywhere you will do shading, everywhere if you will make hairs, then your white hairs, your highlighted hairs will have no space. Okay, and at that time you might make mistakes.
Okay,
See, if
thank you,
you're
sir.
not getting the textures, that doesn't mean that you will not be able to do always. Okay, it's just the practice that is required. All right, Ranjita, let me see what you are able, what you are showing. Okay, can you just get me, more closer to the beard? Okay, so see, slightly some kind of effect you are getting. Definitely, it's not that much real. Okay, but according to your level, what I can say that you have done very good. Okay, it's just that you have to do more practice. You have to do more, details in it. So what I can suggest you is that first you just try to do in a small portion. Means you just practice these things in a small portion and try that you give all the details that you can. And what you can do is just make a box. Okay, draw a box. In that box, just try to practice this beard texture. And in this box, you just give your maximum time that you can give. Okay, do it very slowly, observe it very slowly, and just do with the process that I have shared with you. First, do base layer. Okay, then after base layer, we will blend it, right? Then after blending, okay, Pooja, let me just see yours. All right, the face structure is very good. But what I feel that your overall drawing that you have done is it's on a roughlier side. Okay, it's not like what I have done means detailed one. You see the expression, the structure that you have got, it's perfect, it's good, but it's on a rougher side, it's not on the detailed side. So definitely we have different sides of the drawing. Also we have quick rough sketches, quick rough studies. So your drawing is looking like that. Okay, so that's not bad, that's not wrong. But if you are doing like this, so there you have to work more, you have to do more details, try to get more smoothness, give more finishing work. So that thing you have to work on.
So can you give some guidance on my art, please?
Who is asking?
So this is Dumita.
Okay, so in your drawing, first of all, your drawing, your structure is, I can say, 40 to 50%, it's good. So first of all, in the structure, you have to improve the finishings. Like if you see both the eyes, you will see some change in your right eye. Okay, the shape.
Yeah.
Then if you see this portion of your head, if you see mine, it is curved, but if you see yours, it's straight.
But
So
yeah.
this small details, small finishing you have to focus on. See, when you are making an artwork, when you are giving full effort, so you don't want that your work should go in vain. Okay, so you just have to focus at every point, whether you are working over this small portion of the hair also. There also you have to give 100%. So first, you just see that is your structure, is your every angle, every line, every shape is perfect or not. Okay, so first you have to improve that, and then in the shading also, definitely when you are shading over here, you will leave that, then you will feel that let me just shade this, then you will leave it half, then you think that let me just do that. Don't do like that. First finish one part and then move further. We have that eagerness that I want to finish it fast, 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 and in that process you spoil your work. So don't do like that. Do it slowly. Finish one portion, study it properly. See that have you got the best result in that or not. Okay, if you are shading ear, just see that whatever result is required, have I got that or not. If no, see what is missing, see what finishing I have to give, then move towards the next. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm feeling that you are missing. Do you feel that the shading in hair that you have done is complete?
No, no, sir. No.
Okay. So you have to see that what is missing. So dark shade is missing completely.
Yeah.
Then highlights are also missing, means those, white shiny hairs that
Right.
is missing.
Yeah.
So all these things you have to give. And these lines also that you have created, make sure that you don't leave it too dark. Okay, here also in your nose, around the nose, the eye lines. So I can see that those are slightly dark. So just lighten them.
Okay, sir.
So definitely it's your learning stage. You will make these small mistakes. No need to worry. Okay, there will come a time when you will, you yourself will be not satisfied with the result that you have got. So at that stage, you will feel that no, when I'm not satisfied, you will try to improve yourself. So just go with the process and do whatever you are doing right now, and just try to find out your mistakes. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, okay, sure. I have shared all the image, Latha, on the screen. If you are not able to see, no problem. You can see from the recording link that I will provide you later on.
Sir,
Okay.
Swarat. Sir, can I ask a question?
Yes, you're
Yeah, I'm Swaratmika again.
okay.
Yes, so there was a portrait that I drew recently, and in that there was a mistake with the expression of the person. And
Okay.
I was aware of it when I finished and I looked at the picture, but I'm not able to fix it. So,
Okay.
which part of the face is the
Okay.
area that
Just let
should
me
have?
see if you can share the
Yeah.
drawing.
Shall I share it again?
Yes, yes. You can just share it on the screen.
Oh, on the screen.
Yes,
Uh,
if you have the drawing right now, I can help you out right now so that you can do it later on.
or should I share it on Telegram or on the screen?
Okay, if you are talking about that boy or that main drawing.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
I did
so
try to fix it a bit, but still not getting the um, right
so
effect.
whatever result you have right now,
Hmm.
just share it once in the Telegram so that I can open it right now.
Yes, I'll do that. Just a moment. Just a moment. I'll share it. Yeah. Yes, I have just shared it.
Okay, let's open that. Mhm. Okay, this one. And I will, I have to open both the images, reference image as well. Just share the reference image
Yes,
again.
yes, yes. I'll do that. I need about 30 seconds to share.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Yes, I've shared it.
Oh, okay. Let's just have that. All right. So, uh, you have used grid method, right? So still, you have to improve in grid methods as well, because still there is minor expression or
Yes.
structural errors are there. So uh, when you have joined this program, so are you a beginner or you have done this kind of drawings using grid method?
No, I have never used it before.
Okay, so you are completely new, right? So
Yes, yes.
definitely, one thing I will tell that you just do practice of this, okay, grid
Mm.
methods. Try to bring more accuracy in your grids, and I think you have used 1 inch of box or 2 centimeter.
2 centimeter, yes.
Okay,
Mm.
so if you feel that 2 centimeter of box is bigger for you, bigger in the
Mm.
sense when you are making outlines in that particular box, if you feel that
Mm.
it is not helping you that much, you need more guidance, so you can take 1.5 centimeter also, or 1 centimeter of one box, right?
Okay.
If you feel
Mm.
that in that much small box you will get more accuracy, you can use
Mm.
that, and slowly you can increase the size of the box. So one thing, you first try with that, because that's what I feel, that you need some accuracy. Okay, you have
Mm.
got up to 80 to 85%, but still that finishing touch is missing in the
Mm.
structure.
Mm.
Then in the shading, right? So if you see the hairs,
Mm.
you have to actually bring the variations in the tones. Means the hairs that you have drawn, that is looking flat. Okay,
Okay.
the lines are only visible. Means you
Mm.
can see the dark lines.
Mm.
Instead of dark lines, you have to have dark shading. Okay,
Okay.
what you have done is dark lines,
Mm.
right? To show that dark hairs, to show that darkness, dark values, you have just
Mm.
used dark lines. So instead of
Mm.
dark lines, you have to actually do dark shading in that particular area. Means you can,
Mm.
if you see, let me just show you. All right. So for example, if you are showing dark shading over here, right, this
Mm.
area. So what
Mm.
you have done, that to show this, you have just used dark lines. Okay, single lines you have used. But if
Mm.
you observe properly, there is complete shading in that particular area. Okay, the hair, the thickness you
Mm.
can see.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that detailing you have to bring, right? Same
Okay.
over here also. So this minor detailing you have to bring, right? So when you do this thing, definitely that will convert into a 3D, a realistic. Okay, so that one thing you have to do. Then let me just clear this, right? And on highlights also you have to focus on. Okay, the highlights on the head, forehead, that you can see, the nose, this shiny effect on the cheeks also, right? So that highlight is missing, if you see. Okay, so definitely see, as you are a beginner, I have seen your, our uh, MEIP artworks also. They were brilliant. The glossy one that you have done, shiny glass sphere, so all that were brilliant. But you are a little bit struggling portrait, so you have to practice more of that. Okay, so you just have to do practice. That's what I can say. And see for this highlights also. Okay, the highlights is missing in your artwork. If you see the lips, no highlights over there. Okay, and when you are making highlights in this, means in your drawing, what you have to do is just make the background also. Okay, do some shading in the background, then and then only your highlight will have that impact. Because when you are going to erase, there should be something in the background.
Okay.
Then and only it will create that effect of depth. Then only you will get that depth. Otherwise, it will look flat.
Okay. Got it.
So just shade some amount of this area. Okay, do it very
Okay.
lightly. No need to use light. You can use 2H or HB pencil. Okay, don't do it much dark. Just do very light shading.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. And let me just give the review to the other artworks also that we have got. Okay, so from here, this one is yours also, right? So here, same one mistake is that the shape of the glass. Okay, so from the center, it is going inwards, but it will be slightly straight, very slightly, not exactly straight, but very slightly. Only that mistakes. And one more over the opening, okay, the mouth of the glass. So in your case, it is slightly broader, means this line, upper line will be slightly lower. Okay, so these two mistakes I can only see, otherwise the shading is very good, it's perfect. The still effect is also coming. So just one thing you have to see, that once, no, until and unless you are not satisfied with the structure, don't move further. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So these two mistakes are only there. Other than that, everything is good. To Amlan also, now this one is slightly looking better than the previous one. Okay, Asha, the structure of your drawing is fine, but your shading is slightly on the darker side. Okay. Your shading is slightly on the darker side that you have to uh, improve. And one more thing you have to focus is on borders. Okay, the outlines are visible. So that thing you have to improve. Other than that, it's fine. It's perfect. Okay, then this one, practice work by Sangeeta. So without reference image, it will be hard for me, but definitely you have to improve. Okay, you have to work, and patience is what you have to first work on, because patience is missing a lot. The background, the dark shading that you have done, it's quite disturbing, we can say, right? You can see the patches, it is not equally shaded. Means somewhere it is dark, somewhere it is light. So you have to improve that. And we are able to identify, we are able to see that what we have drawn. But again, it is not having details into it. Okay, it's not looking very clean. It is looking rough. On rough side it is. So that improvement you have to do. If you see the hand, the fingers are not clear. Okay, the hand structure is not that much clear. Then if you see the shape of the hand also. So it's a good try, but you just have to improve. All right. Then this one. Okay. So okay, both of these are different. All right. So uh, overall it's fine, but there is expression mistakes. Okay, in the eyes. So the left eye, I think that it is incorrect. The shape of the left eye, something is missing. So see where you have changed the shape of the eye. The right one is quite good in compared to left. So there is some mistake over here and some mistake on the portion. Okay, on your jawline, this structure on the left jawline. So some mistake is there over here also. So this thing you have to see. Other than that, other things are fine. Okay, fine for now. Definitely, it's not your best, but you can do more better than this. But for right now, it's okay. It's fine. So these are few mistakes where you have to see, like the left eye is having some kind of problems, and this left portion of your cheek or jaw, this part. So these few things you have to see. Then next we have Ranjana. All right. So in your case also same thing. If you see the eyebrow, okay, your eyebrow is very pointed from here if you see, and you have also the same mistake I feel in the left eye, right? So I will have the reference image. Let me just open it so that I can share with you where you have actually done the mistakes. Let me just open it. Just wait for a few minutes. Okay, so here I have the reference image, right? So you can just see this left eye. It's not that much open or that much, no, the height is not that much in the reference image that you have got, okay, that you have done, right? If you see, your eye is slightly uh, open up. So definitely while you are making drawing, you will not see the mistakes. Once you finish it, then and then only you will see it. So see, one practice we have to do is that once you finish some part of your drawing, once you are done with some part of your drawing, you have to just compare it with your reference image. Okay, keep your drawing a little bit far, like keep the distance between you and your drawing up to 2 feet. Okay, and then just see your reference image, see your drawing against your reference image, compare them, and then try to see. You will see some mistakes. Okay, don't compare your drawing after finishing it. Keep this habit that you compare your drawing with the reference image at every individual interval. Like if you finish drawing the eye, if you finish shading the eye, compare it. When you finish shading in another eye, again compare it. 1 year, compare it. Another year, compare it. Okay, so that way you have to just see. Don't make a habit that only once you will compare, that is at the end. Because once you do like that, and then when you will find mistakes, you will, you know, uh, fail. You will say that, means you will have to then work a lot if you will check just once. So compare it again and again. Okay, then this one, right? Ayushi. So see here, it will be not completely possible me to review because the way you have taken the photograph is not proper. And that's what I'm going to explain you right now. Okay. So let's move towards that part. of the session, and here I will be showing you how to take photographs, or I'll just show you how you can do that. So let me just switch the camera. Okay, so this is what I'm using my mobile phone right now, and this is my setup. This is how I take classes, right? So let me show you how you have to take the photograph. So I hope every one of you are ready to learn that. See, first of all, you have to see that in what condition you are taking images. So if I talk about my condition, I am inside. Okay, I'm not having a single amount of sunlight. It is completely artificial. Okay, one bulb over there and one tube light. So I am clicking photographs indoor. Okay, I don't have natural lights. I just make use of this light, right? So first you have to see that under which light condition you are taking. Then there is the habit that every beginner has, that they click images from this kind of angles. Okay, sideways. They will keep the drawing like this, they will click the image like this, and they will do the submission. Okay, right? So see, this is not wrong habit, but when you are showing the complete artwork, always click your image in this manner. Okay, in this way, have a complete overview of your artwork, because once you when you click the image in this manner, this direction, okay, then and then only the other person can see everything, right? So just try to bring everything inside the frame. Okay, try to bring your complete artwork inside the frame. Let me just have this. Right. So for example, if I click my image like this, then and then only you will be able to see everything. Okay. Then only other person can see every part of your drawing. If you click the image like this, in this angle, okay. If you click the image like this, how the other person will be able to see your remaining portion of the hair? How he will be able to see the remaining portion of your clothes? Okay, your artwork is not completely visible to that person. Got it? So when you're showing the complete artwork, at that time, make sure that you show it from overview, and you should have a complete view, plus it should be parallel. Okay, means when you are clicking the image, at that time also make sure that you don't click like this. Okay, your half of the image is getting cut from upper side or from lower side or from any other direction. So this thing you have to keep in mind. Try to keep the complete paper within your frame. Okay, like this. Try to have it in the frame completely. Now just click the image, and when you submit to the other person or when you upload in your social media, your viewers, your audience will be able to see the complete drawing. Okay, then and then only it will feel good. Okay, so this is the right way to click the image when you are submitting or when you are posting. Right? So just remember this angle. Next, your light condition. As I've told you, your light. So if you see here, the light falling on my artwork. Okay, it is evenly falling. It is evenly falling. Got it? You are able to see everything clearly. Now, sometimes what happens? You click the image in this kind of light condition, Okay, where you have this amount of light, you click the image and the other person is not able to see anything properly. Got it? So this thing you have to keep in mind that your light should be also not uh, overexposed. Okay, so why it is happening? Let me just show you. Because I have switched my ring light on, and due to which you can see my complete image is brighten up. So you have to control the light as well. Got it? Because if you will have this much amount of light on your artwork, and if you submit like this, it will be not good. The quality of your artwork will spoil. Okay, when you are giving your 100%, when you are giving this much effort to draw, you should give some amount of effort in your photography also. Okay, you don't want that your hard work should go in vain or nobody appreciate it. Okay, so just doing the artwork, just getting the best result in drawing is not enough. Some practice you have to do for photography also. So see that the light falling on your artwork is properly falling, right? Next, one thing you have to see that if your artwork is in graphite medium, okay, if you are doing it in graphite medium, you will see that your artwork will shine. Okay, let me just give you some close up. And I have one drawing, so I will share that. All right, so this is my artwork. Okay, so I will not click the image like this. Why? Though it is completely within the frame, it's properly, you can see everything, but I will not click the image like this. Why? You see here it is shiny. Okay, you are able to see that shiny effect. And that's why it will create some negative impact, or it will downgrade the quality of my image. Got it? So how you can overcome this? You can overcome this by just doing the adjustment, just changing the angle of your artwork. As you can see, when my drawing was like this, my light condition are same. I haven't done any kind of changes. Okay, I have switch off my ring light also, the tube light that I have shown you, and the bulb, only that things are on. Okay, now if I click the image like this, I will get the shiny effect. But once I just turn it, you see that is gone. Okay, now if I click the image like this, my details, my shading, all are perfect. And simply after clicking the image like this, in the setting option, you just change the orientation and you bring back to, in straight mode or in portrait mode. Okay. So these are small, small things you have to, uh, focus or you have to work on. Right. So I hope you have understood that what's the best angle to click the image and what's the light condition also you have to keep in mind. Got it? So make sure that you remember these things, because if you are doing hard work in your artwork, if you are giving full effort in your drawing, you don't want that your best result you cannot show to your followers or your audience, right? You want to show them the best. So how you can show them? You can show them by clicking the best quality of images. Okay, and don't feel like that if you are clicking the image from mobile, you will not get the best result. No, you know my 99% or the 100% of the artworks that you see on the social media, I am clicking them with my mobile phone. Okay, only one or two artworks that also last, I have clicked it. I have clicked them in the last year or more than that. Okay, so only one or two artworks will be there that I have clicked with this camera. Otherwise, my all the artworks I'm clicking with mobile phone. So don't think like that. If you are not having camera, then only you will get it. Okay, I do not click my images of the artwork with camera. I just click them with my normal mobile phone. So I hope you have understood how you have to click the image as well. And how to edit and all that stuff, you will definitely get it in that course that you have got it, okay? Your art coaching studio setup. So there I have shared with you the applications from which you can edit your photograph. Got it? So this was the short information about how to click the photographs as well. So now just remember that whenever you click the photograph, keep it like this. Do not change the angle little bit also because that will create bad impact. Jyoti, we have started it at 10 a.m. I have written the time in the message also. So now it's time to end the session also because it has gone more than enough, right? Our time was only 1 hour, but it's now 1.5 hours. So we will end this session. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the our private group. No worries, Jyoti. I will provide you the recording link also. So from that also you can watch it once again. Okay, I will provide you the link in our private group. Great. So that's it. Thank you everyone for joining. And now I hope that every one of you will click good quality of images. So just do the practice of this thing, and definitely you will be better in the photography as well. So thank you everyone for joining. Uh, Shivam, if you are not the part of our advanced program or if you are not our advanced course students, you can share your artwork on your social media. You can share there, okay? You can just upload the story of your artwork and I will definitely check out over there. So not just for Shivam, to all the students, those who are not part of our advanced program, you can share your artworks on your social medias. And my Instagram ID is this. Rahul, our Telegram group is private. I'm sorry if you are the part of the program, then and then only you will get, or definitely will be the part of that. The Telegram group is for only our private, advanced course students. So I'm sorry for that. Okay, so Shivam, you will get the information of that in today's session if you are the part of this workshop. So Tanushri, you have to do the way I have told you, right? If you want to share, you can just share me on the social medias. I will check out over there. So those who are the part of the workshop that we have today, okay, the session that we have today, you will get to know how you can join it. But before that, you will learn about shading and make sure that you finish your work and submit it on time in our workshop group. All right, so that's it for the session. I hope everyone's doubt is clear and we'll see you in the next session on the next Sunday. Till then, bye bye, take care, and keep drawing. Have a nice day.